But for those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come.
Hey everyone, welcome back with the Beano Mac, where today we're going to continue yet again our playthrough of WWE Day of Reckoning 2. Another edition, as you can see here. Wow, this loading screen is actually taking a lot longer than usual here. But it looks like we're going to have some new faces showcased in this one as well, with Shawn Michaels and Kane. Highlight reel once again being featured, that's pretty cool. Welcome to another edition of the Highlight Reel. Folks, there's nothing wrong with your picture. Do not adjust your Geratron 5000s. You are in fact witnessing what might be an all-time first. That's good. We've seen many historic events unfold on the Highlight Reel, but I don't know if we've ever had anything like this. Whoa, what is this? The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Kane. The big red monster coexisting in the ring at the same time? Are they supposed to be in the midst of a rivalry right now or something? I don't really get it. Let's face it, everyone knows that, based on their history together, my two guests should be at each other's throats. But they never had a major rivalry though. Not engaging in the sort of compelling and informative discourse typically witnessed on the Highlight Reel. So, inquiring Jerichoholics want to know, what do you have to say here today that's so important it keeps you two from tearing each other's arms off right about now? Well, you're right, Y2J. What we do have to say is very important. Look at Kane's face. After all, it wasn't so long ago that Lurch here crushed my larynx and put me on the shelf for a couple of months. I agreed to come out here with you, Michaels, but if you keep running your mouth like that, I'm going to forget all about that. The face smiles in this game are so funny when they're just sitting there normal. And then I'm going to put the stop and showstopper. Let's get this over with. Uh-oh. Fine with me. Anyways, as much as I hate to admit it, I can vouch for Kane's whereabouts when the World Heavyweight title belt was stolen. So was this an actual rivalry they had around this time? I can't remember. I mean, I can see why some folks might view Kane as a prime suspect. After all, he's only been a world champion once. Ooh. If memory serves, that historic title reign lasted for exactly 1 day. Ooh. I don't think he's had a whiff of that championship gold since. It's sad, but it's true. And that's a Kane fan. As much as I hate to admit it. Uh-oh. I know that Michaels could not have stolen the title because we were both in the back watching the other matches that night. They were both in the back coexisting then too. And you know, not only do I know where HBK was that night, I know where he's going to be 5 minutes from now. Oh no. And that's in an ambulance, after I break the Heartbreak Kid in half. Okay, just calm down everyone. I knew this was too good to be true. Those are some nice chairs in the background too. Look, you guys can beat each other to a pulp all you want in a few minutes. But let's try and keep it together long enough to finish the segment, okay? Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if the likes of you two have come out here to clear each other, yeah, chances are that's a bona fide, worldwide, personified slam dunk of a done deal. Maybe. Hell, what I'm saying is, I believe you. I thought you might, but that's not all I have to say. You know, I'm sick and tired of all the discussion about the damn title. Ooh. That's all anyone seems to be talking about around here. I only know of one man who does not have a solid alibi, and that's Kai. I don't understand how my alibi we're in a... whatever. So if you're listening back there, I say we end this tonight. Just bring back the title so everyone will shut the hell up about it once and for all. You know what, Kane? I don't have the title, so I guess I can't make everyone shut the hell up once and for all. But there's one thing I can do, and that's make you shut the hell up. So if show and tell is over, why don't you have a group hug and clear the ring? I'll stop with the weird noises. Kane, you seem to like pointing fingers, so maybe you'll get an extra kick out of it when I point my entire foot right up your ass. I like how Kane looked to check and see if it was up there yet. Alright, so yeah, we got Kane one-on-one from the looks of it. Despite the fact that he was already in the ring, I guess he gets his entrance though. I'm assuming this is just taking place later in the night, but... yeah, like look at this Kane entrance. I think this is a really good entrance as well, with the walking animation. Plus they got... it's weird, like is it one eye? But it's also pretty good facial animations. But it's weird how like it keeps like closing every 5 seconds. But this was definitely probably one of my favorite WWE themes of all time, honestly. Part of the reason why I liked Kane, honestly. And like, see, like what I was talking about in an earlier video, Kane's looks. I mean, this is a pretty cool look Kane had. I don't think it was as good as the masked look. But I mean, those Frankenstein stitch style pants, I thought those were still really cool. I think he had like a later variation where it was like barbed wire or something like that. A somewhat subtle change, but they were both pretty cool. But Corporate Kane, I mean, come on, man. Might as well have just called him Glenn Jacobs at that point. It was literally the dude wearing freaking slacks, and he didn't even have any, like he didn't even shave his head anymore. He just had his regular hair. Also, that's the Day of Reckoning game series, right? They'll make you look like an idiot because they'll reverse your moves, but then they won't do anything about it when they got you, so they just stand there. So now I just look like an idiot. So maybe I'll touch on this a little bit more later on. I'm assuming at some point I'm going to either have a rivalry with them or another match or something like that with them. Anybody else thought it was weird around this time that they were still calling Shawn Michaels the Heartbreak Kid? Like, I get there's those older sugar daddies, as they call them, or whatever, but you know, back in the day, yeah, you know, he was you can make the argument Shawn Michaels was the pretty boy by, you know, of the WWE, of the whole wrestling industry, really. I don't know who else could even take that mantle. But yeah, at this time it was kind of just weird and gross, especially since he was still calling himself the sexy boy. Maybe not gross, that's a bit harsh. Alright, hopefully we can actually take care of this match.
1, 2.
Sweep it under the rug. Oh, so close. I was gonna say, I was holding my breath in anticipation for it, but I was gonna see, maybe could end this match early. Something you used to be able to do pretty often in Day of Reckoning, but I think they kind of upped the durability levels in Day of Reckoning too. At least it seems to me. The matches take longer, and you know, I think that's a good thing overall. I mean, every video now is like 30 minutes to an hour, I feel like. When it was kind of like maybe I could get away with a 20-minute video or something like that in Day of Reckoning 1 on certain events, but not that I have anything against it or anything like that. You know, I don't really mind if it's long, but I know that some people don't like longer videos. But it's tough to really say, because sometimes my longer videos will get a lot of, you know, more views, and then other times my shorter videos won't, but then sometimes my shorter videos get lots of views and my long videos get like no views. I don't know. I haven't figured out that that perfect timing, I guess, as far as length of video goes and watchability.
1, 2.
Uh-oh, now he's got his finisher himself. suspect kicking out too. Can you believe it? But what's your guys' favorite Kane attire in this, that he's had? I'm sure the majority of it, because I think I did a poll during my Here Comes the Pain video of, you know, his original look was the most popular, so I'm sure that's kind of what it is. But there's definitely a lot of big fans in the of, you know, his 2000, 2001 attire, 2002 mask attire with the half mask. So sound off below what's your favorite. Now, speaking of HBK, time to finish the job. Look, all I meant to happen last week was for Kane and me to go to the ring and vouch for each other. I didn't know that moron was going to imply that you are the #1 suspect. Yeah, well, you sure didn't put up too much of a protest when he punked me out. Well, I didn't have much time, did I? As I remember it, you sure did come out in a hurry to change the subject. Ooh. You challenged Kane to a match rather than answer his accusations. That might look a bit defensive, you have to admit. I've been getting shit this whole game. Look, for what it's worth, I don't think you did it. And even if you did, I'm still gonna assume that everyone's innocent until they're proven guilty. What's with this whole face shtick again? You betrayed me last game. Thanks, Sean. Maybe you can put in a good word for Kai in the locker room. There aren't many superstars left on Raw who could feel the way you do. So maybe you could save it, Stacy. I don't need anyone fighting my battles for me. People are going to believe what they want to believe. I don't need you to cover for me, Sean, and I certainly don't need your pity. I took out Kane last week because of what he said, so this week, I'm going to finish the job. If you're saying what I think you're saying, then fine, have it your way. Like I said, I don't think you're guilty of theft. But lately, your judgment stinks. I'll see you in the ring tonight and see if I can't cool you off some. Oh wow. Man, they got a lot of water fountains backstage. He was just trying to help Kai, and now you've got a match against him. You've got to calm down a little bit. I'm sorry, Stacy. I know I've had a short fuse lately, but until that title belt is found, people are going to keep pointing the finger at me. I need to find some hard evidence that I'm innocent, or better yet, find out who really did it. You know that I believe in you, don't you? With all my heart, we'll find the real thief. I know we will. But until then, just try not to let it bother you so much, okay? I don't think it would bother me if people didn't stop, if people stopped actually calling me out all the time. Thanks, baby. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what kind of shape I'd be in right now. Like I said, even if I don't have the championship, I've got you, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Oh, I love how they keep doing that kissing animation. It's pretty bad, honestly. Like, my arms are way past her model. I'm not even holding her. But yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Once again, I touched on it a little bit earlier. It's just weird to me, the storyline of what my created character is hooking up with Stacy P. But it sounds like it feels like a bad fan fiction in a sense. I don't think there was any need to really add that aspect in this story, but who knows? Maybe it'll pay off in a satisfying way. I'm still thinking she's gonna be betraying me. And again, she's not Trish Stratus, so we'll see. Also, does anybody else find it odd that they didn't have the commentators at the commentary table during that entrance? I wonder why that is. God, see, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about with the Heartbreak Kid stuff. I didn't want to see his ass twerking and shit. I never understood why in games they have the entrance models. Why don't they just let you play as those secondary models? you know, if you so choose in like exhibition mode. I mean, the models are fully, well, modeled. Like if I want to, you know, play in that outfit as Shawn Michaels, his entrance outfit, you know, it's, I feel like it can't be that hard to implement in gameplay. I mean, sure, there's probably clipping issues, but I feel like they still have that with a lot of stuff in those games. I mean, for the love of God, look at Kai's hair. It clips through the back of his head, or, well, through his back, you know, every 5 seconds, every single animation. Same with, like, the guys in the suits. Like, they, in this game, in Day of Reckoning 1, I don't think anybody had any special cutscene outfits, but in this game, there's a few people, like Ric Flair and Triple H, who have suits. So, like, I don't understand what the deal with that is. Why, if you have those already in the game, why you can't play as them. And that's not just a WWE game thing. That's quite a few things. I think probably the biggest offender that was probably Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the first one, where they had all those cutscene models and playable models in the game and stuff like that. And then you get like weird outfits for your alternate outfit that they never actually fought in, really. And it's like, if you have those outfits on the disc, I mean, it's literally just a waste. Like, what are you holding back for? You know what I mean? Vegeta's probably the biggest offender with it. And I've seen mods where those things are fully playable too. So, I don't know. Maybe a game developer in the comments, or a modder or something like that can enlighten me on why those things are unplayable. Including Eric Bischoff here. It's in the game, might as well make them playable. The roster's pretty small in comparison to other games. Tonight, I come to you with both good news and bad news. I'm assuming the belt hasn't been found yet. The good news is that SummerSlam, one of the most anticipated WWE pay-per-view events of the year, is just 1 week away. But there's just one problem. The World Heavyweight title is still missing. This is ridiculous. It's been gone for months now, and we're not any closer to finding out where it is and who took it in the first place. Replica belt. Just take the damn replica belts off the concession stand. So because Raw needs to be put on the best card possible at this cross-brand pay-per-view, I am making a very special main event match for the Intercontinental title. A 4-man, escape-only, steel cage match. Another cage match? And that match will feature the champion Christian taking on Kai, the nearly 7-foot monster Kane, and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Let's see SmackDown top that. Like how Christian being the Intercontinental Champion was not brought up at any point before this. Maybe he just won it though. I love that stupid dead-eye stare that everybody has when they walk down the ramp. Even when it's not anything bad. Now hold on just 1 second there, Mr. General Manager. Let's forget about SmackDown for a minute and worry about what's best for Raw, okay? There's only one champion on Raw right now, and you're looking at him, baby. Jeez. And the Christian Coalition can tell you, while Raw has had yours truly as its gold standard, it hasn't missed a beat yet. I don't know why I added that yet. In fact, some would say it's never been better. So why would you want to break up a good thing? Need I remind you, Christian, that one of the responsibilities of being a champion is, how shall I put this, defending your belt? So you've got a title defense at SummerSlam. What on earth have you got to complain about? Look, Bischoff, I'm not complaining about a title defense. Everyone knows that I'm the fighting-est champion of all time. Is that how you say it? But for peeps' sake, I had to draw the line somewhere, and I'm drawing it here. I know that you're probably still on shaky ground with Mr. McMahon and all for you know, blowing WrestleMania like he did, it really does come down to him a lot. And sure, I know that you probably wake up every morning waiting for the other shoe to drop. What? In fact, you're probably getting unpleasant WCW flashbacks pretty frequently these days. Eh? But how does your need to come up with a very special main event match justify me having to defend my title against the whole frickin' locker room? How does that make sense? How is that fair? Fair? You want to talk about fair? Was it fair WrestleMania? When? Kane always looks like he's in pain when he walks. First, there's all the whining and complaining about the World Heavyweight title disappearing. And now I have to listen to a champion complain about defending his title. Well, I'll tell you what, Christian. After SummerSlam, you won't have to worry about defending your title anymore. I've never cared about titles all that much, but hurting people who annoy me, that I like. So after Sunday, you'll have nothing to complain about. Harsh words. Ooh, am I supposed to be afraid of you, you half-baked, half-bald, half-witted freak show? One-on-one, I could take you down, no problem. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Heck, the unprettier might even be an improvement for you. Dumbest name ever. Look, you two had better get on the same page ASAP, because as a warm-up for your cage match at SummerSlam, tonight it's going to be Kai and Shawn Michaels versus you two in a tornado tag team match. I suggest you both go get ready. Alright, so people have warned me, I guess this is seems pretty early in the story. I'm assuming we're gonna go all the way to WrestleMania, but apparently this Fatal 4-Way Steel Cage match is like the worst match in the series. Like I was warned before I was warned before the series ever even started. Like I think it may have been when I announced that I was just going to continue the story of Day of Reckoning from Day of Reckoning 2. I can't remember. Or it may have just been on a random video for the Day of Reckoning. I can't remember. But I was warned that in Day of Reckoning 2, I think people said it was better, but that this Fatal 4-Way Steel Cage Escape Only match is awful. And I've already had some pretty crazy matches that have gone really long, so hopefully this one goes smoothly. We'll just say that. I mean, Escape Only in a Fatal 4-Way match, Steel Cage match, I mean, that's just insane. It really is. I don't think they've ever done that in any other WWE game ever. And you would, even with pin on, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Because you're entrapped in the ring, so you can't throw people out or really stun them for that long. But we'll see. I mean, I always seem to stay down for like 20 minutes when I'm, have a yellow hat. We'll just see. You have to see how it goes. I do have to admit the ref does a very good job of staying out of the way in this game. I mean, hell, even that one, he was doing that weird like moonwalk, running back and forth type weird animation thing, but even that he got out of the way, which I mean was probably one of the most annoying things I have to deal with in Day of Reckoning, and Here Comes the Pain too. I also kind of don't like how the camera angle changes. Like, does it do that for exhibition matches too, like with multiplayer? Because if so, that could be honestly pretty bad design choice. I'm assuming it doesn't, but I don't know. It's kind of really annoying when I'm going for a pin in this game and I can't see, where his tag partner is to break it up. And Shawn Michaels might win it for us. Holy shit, did he just reverse that? Man, I also hate how the AI just seems like they just kind of randomly decide who they're looking at, which is a problem in a lot of wrestling games, honestly. But there is nothing more annoying than when I'm facing AI and I'm beating up on one, and a guy from across the ring just decides, I'm just gonna change my focus to me, to you or whatever. By the way, speaking of cage matches, I figured I might as well pop another question for anybody if they want to answer anything in the comments. As far as cage matches go, what is your opinion on them, specifically? I mean, obviously the Hell in a Cell kind of overtook the steel cage, excitement. I still think they're pretty exciting, but I think the Hell in a Cell kind of was a detrimental effect to, the steel cage match. I think also making it to, they probably should have just kept the big bars in, the steel cage match to give it that distinct, unique look. I know a lot of people don't like wrestling with it. And then obviously we have the Chamber and the War Games and all that stuff. I'm talking about, oh god damn it, the ref is out. I'm talking about, just the steel cage match in and of itself, not any of its variants. Do you think it's better for the steel cage, to be an escape only thing, or do you think it's better to have pin or submission? Because the original idea of the cage was, okay, this is the ultimate blow off. We're putting a cage around this ring so that way nobody can get in, nobody can get out. But then I think it was WWE It was WWE that made it to where it's like, okay, well, now the object is to escape the cage. And some people say that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a cage if your goal is to escape it. And I kind of disagree. I mean, for it to be the final blow-off in a feud, yeah, I think it defeats the purpose of trying to get out of the cage. But for, just a match in general, match concept in general, I don't think it's the worst idea. But what do you guys think? What the fuck is the ref doing? Never mind about that damn, upgraded AI ref crap. So he has to run, stop, before he can, place himself down. Alright, this is actually getting kind of annoying. how often the moves get broken up. I don't remember it being that bad in the original Day of Reckoning. What the? Yeah, I hope that this is not what the steel cage match is going to entail, honestly. I mean, granted, we won't have to worry about the ref just deciding to not make pin attempts. But, still. I'm a little nervous, guys, I'm not going to lie. Pin! There is a pin! What the hell was that? Oh, jeez Louise. I don't know, I think this might be a crooked ref.
Break.
There's a lot of running around the ring in this match, I guess. Come on, Sean, actually do something for me, please. Jeez. Okay, yep, do it. Christian. I'm trying to look at Christian. No, pin the guy that you just hit with the super kick. Okay, that's actually a good strategy. What? What? He has a red head. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord. Come on, HBK, put him away. It's only tag team matches, I feel like, when the AI decides, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore most of the damage I've received. Like, when the AI is making pin attempts, I think that's probably the... Of course, even my own partner's breaking things up. Okay, if you keep him out there, I can take care of Christian out in here. Come on. Not even a 2 count! You can't be serious. Oh, jeez. Sean's probably gonna get, you know, pinned with the yellow head. I don't want to get hit with that choke slam I'm assuming Kane has. Yeah, it had. I don't think Kane used a tombstone. And since like what, 2000? Yeah, 2000 maybe? Maybe 2001? So I know he's had a few different finishers. The choke slam from Hell is the best choke slam in the business. I don't care what anybody says. But then, I think he had like the diving power bomb that I thought was pretty cool looking, but he didn't stick with it. How the hell did the ref get hit by that? It's like Kane's like legs, like when he just flipped up and somehow like bent at an angle to kick the ref in the face. That was honestly pretty awesome. Both guys are bleeding, messed up, and yet they still were not even getting 2 counts. Man, I love how I have a yellow head and I'm staying down for 20 minutes. They'll get up after 2 minutes. I mean, trust me when I say I am mashing that goddamn A button. My forearm is on fire pretty much every single match. At least I got up kind of quick that time. Shawn Michaels, what the fuck are you doing, you jackass? He has a special. What part of taunting in his face did you think was a good idea? You think you would be too intimidated to do the damn finisher? Of course, you know, I'm defending Shawn and I get my ass kicked in response to it. Oh yeah, you know, there's Shawn not doing anything jack shit about it. Now I'm getting my ass kicked by Christian. And what the hell is with that damn taunt? I know Christian, he threw temper tantrums. But I thought that was like a 2001 thing. Like his feud with DDP. That was such a weird part of his character. I don't even know what the hell just happened with that test of strength. Because he wasn't even trying to grapple me. Just want to know something that I can't stand about the Aki games. I'm only bringing it up because, you know, people compare the Aki games to this title. But, I can't stand in wrestling games in general, honestly, when you go and like hit someone who is clearly not looking at you, they're not targeting you or anything like that, but you go and like try and do a grapple or a strike or whatever, and they still reverse it. Or they're dazed and they still reverse it somehow. Like, there's nothing more frustrating in those games than that. Which I will do more Aki playthroughs and I'll probably do commentary at some point, so I'm sure at some point I'll be able to point it out to you guys. Man, Christian's really fucking bleeding at this point. That's pretty cool. I think it's, they definitely have to have some crazy blood physics in this game, because just a second ago, I could have swore that, you know, he was just bleeding at his forehead. The pin, ref. The goddamn pin. God damn it. But I think people, it was like 2010, people always brag about the blood physics, but these were pretty good for the time. Which is weird, because 2010 was kind of like, 2010 and 2011 those SmackDown vs. Raw games. I mean, those were kind of like the peak PG era time period. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Man, Christian should probably be dead after all the blood he's lost in this match. See that puddle by his head?
1, 2.
Of course. Oh, good lord. I mean, I'm assuming Christian has lower durability, and that's why I'm going after him. But I don't know. Like I feel like I used the same moves mostly that I did in the original Day of Reckoning. But it feels like all my moves now, like they changed it to where like it just kind of does damage to the head. Obviously the trapping headbutts don't help. Oh my goodness. Reversing finishers is just nothing in this game. There goes our boy Sean. Yeah, of course there's a break. Good lord. I should have seen that coming though. But like I'm afraid to move because sometimes when you move them after like a finisher, they'll just reverse. They'll reverse you. And I have a yellow body and a yellow head, and I am acting like I got a fucking whole red body here. Come on. My arm. And looking at him now, those sweat fixes kind of look pretty damn gross. I'm not trying to attack the fucking ref. I am trying to attack my opponents. And who thought it was a good idea to have it to where you can target your partner in this game? Come on, ref, please. Not even a 1 count? Okay, he's got a special. Maybe that's it. Please tell me that that is it. This drag is sorry, Clark. Shawn Michaels, will you fucking do something? Please. Oh, jeez, that's looking brutal. Come on now.
1, 2.
I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know what I have to do to this guy to end the match. Like, it's only in tag team matches where this happens. I don't understand it. Like, is this something that's actually coded into the game? Which wouldn't make any sense to me because tag matches are already long enough because you can tag in and out. So why would they make it to where you have to do more damage for this stuff? Of course it's a break. Yes, yes, KO, please. Oh, KO has saved me so many times in the original Day of Reckoning, and this time it doesn't seem like it ever does. Like it just seems like, oh, somebody gets KO when it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, not even close calls either. Oh jeez. Let's try Kane, I guess.
2.
That one was close. I think Kane should be the target. And also just it's so annoying, like they keep getting a shit ton of finishers because they eventually, even though we're kicking their ass the majority of the match, they get finishers because they just either reverse one or because, you know, they just keep kicking out of stuff. God damn it, come on, submit it, submit! Yes! Yes, I should have thought of that earlier, submit. But it's not like Sean would have protected me. Ooh, holla, holla, holla. Alright, we're just kind of opening straight into the match, though. It's an interesting mechanic for the submission style in this game, I'll give it credit there. I just think the issue comes, like one-on-one matches, it's fine and stuff, but the issue with it comes with it just takes too long for the actual stuff to start up. And on top of that, like, let's be honest, if I'm a submission-based wrestler and you are in the red, and I'm trying to make you submit, of course a player is going to be intelligent enough to always want to, hit submit, because they know you're going to want to try and make them submit. So then, I don't know if you can make people submit off of rest holds and, the other options and stuff like that. I don't think you can, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like, that's definitely a very flawed system with that, now that I think about it. If you can make people submit in the other options, then yeah, okay, it makes sense. But still then, I mean, why have the submit option to begin with? Big Daddy Kane? Oh yeah, was this around the time? I think it was actually the year before where they had the Kane storyline where he got Lita pregnant. Kane has been involved in some of the worst storylines ever. It is, they made it tough to be a Kane fan, for being honest, at times. Because, he had the cool debut, and, he had the great rivalry with Undertaker and Stone Cold. And then, he had a pretty decent role to play when it came to the Ministry of, Darkness. And that whole thing. The Asylum stuff going on. It was silly, but, whatever, fit his character. Oh, I'd be able to get out early. Unless if the game is actively fighting me on it, which it seems to be doing. But, yeah, I mean, he had some pretty good storyline involvement all the way through until, I think, he had the good feud with X-Pac, and before that it was a tag team with X-Pac, which was cool. But, then I think around 2000, they clearly, the new writers, after his feud with X-Pac, they inserted him into the world title picture at King of the Ring and stuff, but then it was just clear as day. They didn't know what the fuck to do with him. They had the reunited feud with Undertaker and stuff like that, and that was kind of more, I feel like, a thing of, I can't remember who he was feuding with at the time, but I know the Undertaker, they kind of did that as a split-second thing because the feud with the Big Show kind of fell off because, apparently Big Show was too fat, and, they had to take him off TV and back to developmental, and of course, as a punishment, they had to fuck all of us, game players by taking him out of the game. No Mercy and SmackDown 2, so we just kind of, realistically, we're the ones who got fucked over. I'm sure Big Show lost some money on it too, though, so I guess that's not fair to say, but on top of that, there's definitely, I'm pretty sure he came back fatter, and then he would get fatter and fatter and fatter over the years. It got kind of gross in 2006 and 2007. I think he couldn't even, there was a storyline, and there was a story where RVD told about how Big Show got so fat that him and Paul Heyman and Big Show, were all in a hotel room one time, and Big Show tried to get up after kneeling onto a bed, like you would if you were praying or something like that. When Big Show tried to get up, he just literally shit his pants and sat back down. So, it was awesome when Big Show got back into shape. That was just very nice to see, but it's annoying how, they were on him, screwed the fans out of, playing the game and stuff like that, and then, he just kind of kept getting worse, and WWE were like, oh yeah, whatever. But, yeah, to continue with my topic about the Kane bad storylines, yeah, so pretty much I think he was just inserted into the storyline after, they took Big Show out, and they just had to come up with something quick. Which, it was cool, they had the whole thing where they removed his mask. For a split second, you could kind of see what he looked like, and that was pretty cool. But other than that, and there was a moment in which Kane chokeslammed Undertaker so hard that he broke the ring. That was pretty sick as well. So I guess there was some good that came out of it. It just was very rushed. And it wasn't like Mankind and Undertaker at King of the Ring 98 where they had the Hell in a Cell. It was kind of just like, alright, this is a normal match. Let's figure out if we can make anything of it. But before then, I don't even remember what he was involved in. I think it was something unrelated. And I think he was just... I think he was like teaming up with Chris Benoit for a little bit. Then they had the whole rivalry with Chris Jericho that I don't think it was as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Like, yeah, it started off with a cup of coffee, but, you know, I think they expanded it decently well to make it to where it was, you know, it was more about, you know, how Kane hates the beautiful people or whatever, which, you know, fits in his character. Not the greatest stuff, but once again, fits with the character. Jeez, look at these two jackasses. Everybody's looking at me. They're not doing anything. Like I said, I actually turned up the difficulty to hard. They're still not doing anything. So it's like, just whatever difficulty the game decides it to be. God damn it. Steel Cage looks beautiful in this game too. But yeah, the point I was making, I jumped so far, you know, from point to point to point. But to end this Kane storyline thing, yeah, they kind of didn't, after the early Attitude Era, they didn't seem to know what to do with him. Then they had the goofy storylines, such as, you know, the necrophiliac storyline. That was just gross. The Katie Vick stuff was just never going to be intriguing, even if it wasn't. If there was no necrophilia associated with it, but that just kind of put it over the edge. The May 19th thing was really stupid. Never went anywhere. The Imposter Kane was stupid. Never went anywhere. They had the, you know, the impregnating Lita shit. That was stupid. Never went anywhere. Although, that's not true. That's when Snitsky debuted. It wasn't my fault. That was actually a pretty, I thought Snitsky was pretty funny when he first came out. The foot stuff got weird, though. That was, Who was this aggression era in the Attitude Era had just some of the weirdest, dumbest shits. In order to just kind of be like, hey, what if this worked? Because we have no idea what else to do to make a serious storyline. But yeah, Kane, it was tough to be a Kane fan. A lot of the time, honestly. Although there was that big moment, you know, he beat Chavo Guerrero at WrestleMania in like 7 seconds or something stupid like that. At WrestleMania 24, I believe, for the ECW World Heavyweight title, so that was kind of cool. I mean, Chavo Guerrero was kind of, I don't know, they never really did anything with him if it didn't involve Vicky Guerrero, unfortunately. Which is sad. It's actually sad to hear that apparently, you know, he doesn't keep in contact with Vicky Guerrero anymore. Which, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a thing of, okay, you're not married to Eddie anymore because Eddie isn't here, unfortunately. Well, no need to keep in contact. Why the fuck is there a ref in this ring right now? There should not be a goddamn ref in this ring. There shouldn't. It's escape only. Why don't you guys do something to each other, please? I'm gonna turn the difficulty up again to legend or expert or whatever difficulty it is. Oh yeah, you know, do nothing until I try and do something. Alright. This might be it. Come on. Please! Oh no. The game actively fights you from being able to escape. I swear to God, it does. Like, I'll be mashing that A button, my guy's just hand is steadily going down, I swear to God. What the hell are you doing, you jackass Christian? What is the ref doing? What is going on here? Put on a goddamn match, you two. Stop just waiting for me to do something. Now I look like a massive jackass because these two people aren't ever fighting. They're just standing there. Oh, but they'll reverse just like they do. They'll wait there to reverse every now and then. Good lord. God. And every time Kane, he just keeps running against the cage, and that's enough for me to fall. No, I do not want to attack the ref. Look at somebody else. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Because in the least, with the original Day of Reckoning. It was tough and they reversed a lot, but they were also doing stuff. They were trying to attack me at times too, and that also allowed me the opportunity to get up earlier because I could reverse round grapples and stuff like that. Now they're just not doing nothing. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I kind of look like a jackass right now, if I'm being honest. I don't know why. I'm not helping it myself by going for pins, but I don't know. I'm just trying to switch focus and hit people with moves. It's a mess. Maybe I can hit everybody with a finisher and that'll be all she wrote. As long as nobody breaks it up. Come on, baby, please. Please. Come on, yes, yes! Nobody reversed. Alright, come on, just get up. Get out of the goddamn cage for the love of God. Christian, you stay down. Look what I mean! Look, he's just refusing. Come on. Come on! Oh, yes. Okay, that was a pain in the ass, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. That was first attempt, believe me. You did it. I knew you could do it. You're the Intercontinental Champion. I'm so proud of you, Kai. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Oh, thanks, Stacy. It feels great to have championship gold again, especially after what's been going on around here lately. And the Intercontinental title is the top title on Raw these days. That's right, there's only one champion on Raw, and it's my boyfriend. I'm gonna go call some friends, but I'll see you later tonight. We're gonna celebrate in style. Nothing's too good for my new champion. Does that mean you're paying? That sounds great, Stacy. See you in a little bit. I'm assuming that means the passage of time? I don't know. Congratulations, player. You did a hell of a job in that cage match tonight, and I see you got the gold to prove it. Theodore Long? Wow, haven't seen you in ages. Except on TV, of course. Yeah, it's kind of... You caught me at a great time. You're talking to the new Intercontinental Champion. Teddy Long was one of my favorite GMs. Believe that, but listen to me, dog. I've been watching what's been happening to you on Raw. A missing title is no small problem, but everyone blaming you is messed up. Sorry guys, I messed up after that cage match. Yeah, well now that I've got this title, maybe people will finally realize that there's no point to me hiding a stolen World Heavyweight title. The way I figure it, as the Intercontinental Champ, I'd be the first in line for the World Heavyweight title once it shows up. I guess it's not bad logic. Well, listen to me, playa. He's talking to us directly. As long as I'm the general manager of SmackDown, you know that a superstar with your resume has always got a place on my roster, especially if Eric Bischoff doesn't appreciate what you're bringing to the game. You feel me? Sure, Teddy, and until tonight, I might have taken you up on such a generous invitation. Ooh, a little too late. But I think that, starting tonight, my problems are finally behind me. That's all about me, huh? Plus, Stacy's got a long-term contract with Raw, and with all due respect, I could never jump to SmackDown and leave Stacy behind. I mean, I think SmackDown is really great, but I think you know how I feel about Stacy. I feel you, dog, but if you ever change your mind, don't hesitate to look me up. Did a really good job with his lines in this game. Thanks again, Teddy. Holla, holla, holla. But that's going to be the end of this video, so thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure to check out next week's episode next week on Wrestling Wednesday. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, but above all else, please remember to have a nice day.